My name is Ben, and for as long as I can remember, fear had been my constant companion. From elementary school to my first job in a bustling city, bullying seemed to follow me relentlessly. When I moved in with John, my new roommate, I naively thought my life would improve. It didn't. John was a muscular giant, a bodybuilder who took pride in his intimidating stature. From the moment we started sharing an apartment, he made sure I knew my place. Every morning, I'd wake up to his booming voice ordering me around. "Ben, why the hell aren't my eggs ready yet?" he'd yell, lounging on the couch with a smirk. "Coming right up," I'd mutter timidly, rushing through the tiny kitchen. Any delay or mistake would result in harsh punishment, usually verbal, occasionally physical. My finances were precarious. I couldn't afford to leave. So I quietly endured the torment, internalizing the rage and humiliation each day. One mundane afternoon, while cleaning the apartment under John's watchful glare, I discovered something intriguing in his bedside drawer. False teeth. My mind raced as I stared at them. John, with all his macho bravado, was hiding this embarrassing secret. A cunning smile spread across my face for the first time in months. That night, sleep evaded me as I concocted a plan. Subtle, yet effective. I decided to throw a surprise party, inviting John's closest friends without telling him. I knew they'd accept without suspicion. After all, John was charismatic among peers, even if he was brutal to me. The evening of the party arrived. Our apartment buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses. When John entered after his evening workout, his face contorted with confusion and suspicion. "What's going on here, Ben?" he demanded. I plastered on my most innocent expression. "Surprise, John. It's a celebration of your recent job promotion. I thought you'd appreciate it." He hesitated briefly, but noticing the smiles from his friends, his suspicion melted away. "All right, then. Thanks, I guess," he muttered, unable to openly reject the praise. I steered him gently toward the kitchen table. "I even prepared your favorite cereal as a snack." John nodded and grabbed the bowl without a second thought. Hidden beneath the golden flakes lay my carefully chosen sabotage, tiny, hard pellets and fragments of gravel. My heart pounded with excitement as he lifted the spoon to his mouth. The first crunch echoed louder in my ears than the music. John's eyes widened in panic as his false teeth slipped from his gums, landing grotesquely in his bowl. A silence enveloped the room before erupting into uncontrollable laughter. "Holy shit, John, what happened to your teeth?" someone roared. John's face reddened in humiliation. He whipped around, eyes searing with fury, locking onto mine instantly. "You bastard!" he growled. And before I could react, John's massive hand wrapped around my throat, lifting me effortlessly from the ground. His friends gasped, too shocked to intervene. "You think this is funny, you worthless coward?" John spat, his grip tightening painfully. "Stop, please," I choked, clawing desperately at his iron grasp. "You've humiliated me for the last time." Police officers stormed the apartment, wrenching John off of me. I lay battered and barely conscious as they cuffed and restrained him. When the officers questioned the guests, everyone backed my story. After all, many of them had tasted John's cruelty firsthand, though never as harshly as I had. To the authorities, John's attack seemed utterly unprovoked, just an insane reaction over stale cereal. At the hospital, as nurses tended to my wounds, an officer approached my bedside. "Ben, can you tell me what happened exactly?" he asked gently. I feigned innocent confusion. "I threw a party for John's promotion. He got angry because the cereal was stale, I guess." The officer shook his head sympathetically, taking notes. "We've had complaints about John before. He's known for his temper. Don't worry, Ben. You're safe now." I nodded gratefully, hiding my satisfaction beneath a veil of trauma. John was charged with assault and given a restraining order against approaching me. For the first time in my life, I was free. One night, months after the incident, my phone, your voice, cold and sinister, buzzed. An unknown number. "Hello?" I answered cautiously. A familiar voice, cold and sinister, replied. "You think you've won, Ben?" replied. "You think you've won, Ben? Enjoy it while it lasts." My heart froze. "John, how did you—" "I know everything. You tricked everyone but not me," he hissed. "Sooner or later the truth comes out." The line disconnected abruptly, leaving me trembling in fear. Sleep became elusive, paranoia my new tormentor. Had someone betrayed me? Had John uncovered my deceit? In February of 2018, a domestic dispute in Moundville, Alabama took a bizarre turn when 52-year-old Dwayne Barry Smith assaulted his roommate over stale Captain Crunch cereal. Smith, who was missing teeth, struggled to eat the hardened cereal and blamed his roommate for failing to seal the box properly. Frustrated, he demanded the man remove his dentures to experience the difficulty firsthand. When the roommate refused, Smith allegedly struck him with an electrical cord, causing injuries to his face, hand, and arm. He was later arrested for domestic violence, though authorities did not confirm whether he remained in custody.